Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and happy Friday. Today, I bring to you Back to the Future, the game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, an episodic point-and-click adventure from Telltale Games, released back in December 22nd, 2010. And if Telltale Games sounds at all familiar, it should. They're the brilliant minds who were behind the point-and-click adventure Sam & Max, Monkey Island, and the most recently, the Walking Dead point-and-click adventure game, not that horrible shooting one. This game was written by Bob, with the help of Bob Gale, who was one of the original co-creators of the series, along with Robert Zemeckis. And they were actually able to get Christopher Lloyd to do his own voice in this game, and they got a young man by the name of A.J. Locascio, to do the voice of Marty McFly. I think I saw something about Michael J. Fox having a cameo later on in one of the other episodes. But this is the first episode, and the other ones were released later on. 2 through 5 were released sometime between December 22nd and June 23rd of the following year, 2011. This all came out as a retail version for the Wii and the PS3 on May 4, 2012, and it was all released recently on the PC, where I picked it up rather cheap on GOG, I believe it was. For those who are unfamiliar with the movies, shame on yourself. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with those. Those are a classic, and you should not have skipped those. Go ahead. Watch them now. I'll wait. Are they gone? Good, because I really wasn't going to wait anyway. But if it's been a while since you've seen the movie, and you don't quite remember how the third one ends, it ends with the DeLorean having been crushed by a train. Marty and the Doc were trapped back in 1885, and they ended up having to engineer a train to be able to push the DeLorean the 88 miles an hour necessary to get Marty back to 1985. The Doc was unable to join him, and once Marty got back to 1985, he ended up landing on a railroad track that he was only just barely able to escape from the DeLorean as it was run down by a train. The Doc eventually came back in a train that he had modified with a flux capacitor, and then flies off into the sunset, so sight unseen, going off to some new time. So let's see, before we jump in to see if this picks up exactly where that left off, let's take a look at the settings menu as we usually do. Let's see, we have a subtitle hint level. Interesting, so I guess that determines exactly how much help it'll be able to give you. I'm going to leave subtitles on for your benefit. Let's see, we also have sound levels. Oh, nice. Graphics options. Nothing too... Okay, simple. Well, I guess there's your simple mode, and there's your advanced mode. So, that's about all you're going to get as far as that goes. Let's see here. Okay, with that, let's jump right into the game. I'm not exactly sure what I'm in for, so let's see. Before we get in, would you like to see notifications when Marty has a new goal? Yes, I would. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm not really sure what to expect here, so this should be rather interesting. I never really played a lot of point-and-click adventure games, so I'll be interested to see what all
right, I'm ready.
What's going on here.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th.
Oh, we are at the beginning of the first one.
And this is temporal experiment number 1.
Which, I mean,
on,
obviously we were in the parking lot of the Twin
Attaboy.
Pines Mall.
In you go. Get down.
That became the
Get
Lone
your
Pine
seatbelt
Mall
on.
later on, if you caught that in the
That's it.
original movies.
Whoa, okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock
And
is
that
in
voice isn't
precise
actually half bad.
synchronization
It's
with
very
my
close
control
to,
watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good.
Wow,
Good.
that is actually
Trip
really
Einstein.
close to
Watch
Michael
your
J.
hands.
Fox's voice. Okay, so this would be
Got that thing hooked up to the...
when the Libyans pull up.
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Okay. This has an interesting graphic style, incidentally.
The car.
It looks like them, but it's a very stylized... I hesitate to call it cel-shaded because it's not. It's kind of in between Borderlands
My
and...
calculations are correct. When this
We'll
baby
say
hits 88
Skyrim,
miles per hour,
something along those lines.
you're
So
gonna
it's
see some serious
halfway
shit.
between halfway between cartoony and more realistic.
Watch this. Watch this.
You just...
What did I tell you?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have some dialogue interaction. Oh, wow.
The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and
Actually, this
0
looks really
seconds.
good. I gotta say, I'm rather impressed with the graphics so far.
Ow! Doc, what would happen to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely
I mean, this is
intact.
basically exactly
Where the hell
the
are
beginning of the
The
movie.
appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Interesting. I wonder if you kind of interject
Wait a
and
minute.
interrupt it, or if
Wait a
it'll
minute,
just
Doc.
kind of let him go on for a minute.
Are
You're telling me you built
a
a time machine?
Kind of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine...
Oh,
into a
it's
car,
good to hear
I'd
these
do it
classic
with
lines
some
again. I
style.
gotta say, it's been
Besides,
too long since I've seen the
stainless steel
movies, and
construction made
quite
the
frankly,
process
I'm
pressure.
probably gonna end up going and watching these after I finish making this
Look
video.
out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Yeah,
Where's the car, Doc?
because
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
all right, now we
What
see
happened to
a little
Einstein?
bit of
No
deviation.
need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Okay, looks like we might get to do some interacting now. Doc needs his notebook. Walk Marty to the left until you can see. Okay, so we're moving around with the arrow keys. And let's see, story so far, hints, click and hold your left mouse button, then drag to, oh, okay, so I can click and hold the mouse button and drag it in a direction to make him move in that direction, or I can just use the W, A, S, and D keys. Sealed container, the toolbox. Inside the toolbox is his notebook.
Notebook. Got it.
Let's see.
Flux
Notes,
capacitor?
calculus, flux
That's
capacitor.
it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible.
And eventually runs on
In
garbage.
this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z,
The-
and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersed.
Doc, something's way off here.
So it makes you wonder why Marty kind of has this intonation that something's not quite right. I wonder if they end up doing sort of a loopy thing where you end up back at the beginning of the game doing it all over again. Oh,
Great Scott!
Twin and Lone Pine Mall.
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Did you forget to carry the two? That's done me over in the past.
Doc! No!
So he's doing
I'm
the
sorry,
fade
Marty.
thing that Marty was
Doc,
threatened
come
with
back!
when he went back and accidentally tried to stoop his own mother. Okay.
Doc.
Huh. Oh.
Marty, is everything okay?
The weird science poster, the Frankenstein poster in the
Mom,
background.
It was just a
Miami
nightmare.
Vice up there.
I was in the past. And Doc was there.
Oh man, and there's the picture of him and Doc back in
Well,
1885.
you're safe and sound now. Back
Wow.
in good old 1986.
This is some attention to detail, I've got to say.
But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
Hmm. And the music is very nice. It's good to hear. I don't know if it's exactly like the original, but it is a very good mix, nonetheless. I gotta say, if you're someone like me who kind of grew up on these movies and really just enjoyed the crap out of them and watched them over and over again, hearing this music, I have goosebumps. I have no problem telling you right now that it does give me a little bit of a goosebump. Which to me is a pretty good barometer of whether or not you connect with a game. So I guess this must be inside Doc Brown's shop. Yeah. Bob Gale.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Whoa.
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff.
And also,
The city
that's
has
not.
No right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your
Matthew-
friend's been
no,
gone
what's his
for
name?
months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using
it's
his
gonna
land
bother
for
the
that
crap
new
out of me.
parking garage. And hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. At least things
So I
can't
guess
get
that
any
was a
worse.
dream, and we're back in the present day. Oh, hello, Biff. We're back in the present
Biff.
day where
Come to
Doc
see if the
still
old
is
crackpot
off
had
from
any buried treasure?
1885 and picked up exactly
Nah, I
where we
guess
left
I'm
off.
just-
It was just a dream.
Remembering.
Interesting. Select items around the lab to make sure Doc didn't leave anything dangerous lying around. Okay,
I miss
anything in
Einstein.
Einstein's bowl? No? What about in the fish tank?
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kind of like Doc.
Huh. I don't know. Like I said, I think this voice actor does a pretty good job of
Now,
getting
Biff, leave Marty alone.
a pretty
This
good
is a
impression.
Very emotional time
But
for him.
this
Oh,
guy,
sure. Sorry, Marty.
it looks like they might have blown the budget on the first two. Okay, so the dog feeder, it pours the can of dog food in there. That rolls out from there. Okay. I wonder. Okay, so it's not just that area. Wow. The mind reading helmet.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago.
And
Actually, I guess it was.
what's going on in the town square
Doc
model?
built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Oh,
That looks just like the
there it
courthouse.
is.
You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, get your grubby paws
Biff.
off the damn thing.
Can I see that a minute?
All you're gonna do is ruin it and break
Great
it.
in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Just, can I
You know, you and my folks go way back.
give it to me, please?
Yeah, so?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse for old time's sake?
No, I think I'll keep it.
Don't
Give
make
it
me
here,
take
Biff.
it.
Well, well, look at what we have here.
Crap.
Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me.
It's something
worm
that
food, kid.
wiggles around
This
a
looks
lot
like it
when
might
it
be
goes
worth
up your.
something.
Let's see. Nothing there. Biff, I want that daggum notebook.
Hey, Biff.
Do I have other notebook? I'll buy the notebook from you. That might be the only answer he responds to, but I'm curious as to what else he says.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Wow. Wow, you're a dick.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Total dick.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Yes. Yes, actually, that's
Just
exactly
can't
what
let
I'm
you keep
calling
that
you.
notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
Huh.
I'll take my chances.
Interesting. I wonder how I'm able to get it from him.
Never mind.
Let's see. There's gotta be a... What's he doing here? My guitar. Hello, baby.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Picked up Marty's guitar. Left click on the blinking inventory button. Bring it up. Okay. So now I've got the guitar. Select the amplifier to plug in the guitar. Interesting. So I wonder what we're gonna do with it. Johnny be good? Johnny be good? Is it gonna be Johnny be good?
Here's
Because
an
that'd be
old
great.
buddy goody. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Nice.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
No, I never quite got that. I mean, yeah, he punched him back in high school and everything, but
sizzling hot.
you would think that Biff would
Melting ice
realize
cube.
by now that, you know, he kind of could whip his ass. Okay, so did he leave the model house there? Get Doc's notebook back from Biff. Annoying.
Hey, Dad.
No.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Let's see, how am I supposed to get it from him? What more clocks. Can I do anything else with the guitar?
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks
Oh,
for
there
warming
he
them up for me,
sets it
butthead.
down again.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Huh.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly.
Okay, so I
was
need to
just warming
find
them up
some
for you,
way
Marty. Let's see
to
what
get
you got.
rid of Marty's dad. So that way when Biff takes my guitar, he doesn't come along and try and suss him out of it.
Hey, Dad.
Let's
About
try this.
Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
Uh-huh.
So can I.
You think so?
I guess you can.
I was a little
Okay,
lazy on the
son,
eye
I'll stay out of
eye
your
animation
way.
there.
You know where to find me.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
I'll keep looking around.
the heck
Thanks,
outta here.
Dad.
Are you gonna leave now?
Hey, Dad.
You need to leave.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
Okay.
He stole something from you.
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something.
or something.
Oh, thank you, Marty, for mirroring my thought. Okay,
I'll
let's see.
keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
I guess you might not bother me now. Let's try it. See what happens.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Well, it's 1 for the monkey, 2 for the snow, 3 to
Okay.
get ready now, go, Scott, go.
Good. He didn't interrupt me. So Biff's got the. Oh. Darn. Okay, that didn't work at all. I want that freaking house back.
Hey, Biff.
Nope, that's not it either.
Never mind. Seems kind of empty without the courthouse.
You know, I never claimed to be very good at these things. What about the jukebox? What are we doing over here?
Wait, I got one.
Nope, nothing there. We're gonna go back in time. Nope. Okay. There's gotta be something. This will
Doc's
look
fish
great
and
in
weird
my.
taste in decor.
He
I
said
kinda like
Biff
Doc.
said something about fish tank. No, nothing there. What about TV?
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
A little on the nose. Nothing. You know, I think that's kind of the part of the downfall of these kind of games for me is you end up having to go around and literally just click on everything
Let's make some noise.
to eventually find the response that is pre-programmed in there. I mean, there are hundreds of solutions that you could think up if you were actually, say, doing this in real life to get rid of Biff and get him to give you your damn thing back.
You want to
But
hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones?
there's
Always
only
happy to play
one
for my
solution
adoring
for
fans.
these games. And I've spent the last 10 minutes trying to figure out what the hell that is. And it turns out it was just clicking the amplifier control so that he blows his ears out
Now
when
watch
he
me
does
blow the
something
lid off
dumb.
this joint.
Whatever you say.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go, smart guy.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh,
And he gets hit with the bookcase. Well, at least the payoff was good. Bulletproof vest.
Doc, where are you?
Oh, hey. I know that noise. That's a DeLorean with a Mr. Fusion on it. Not just the regular DeLorean, but the DeLorean from the future. Interesting.
Doc?
That's not supposed to be here. Let's see what we got. Oh, no. No. Everything okay? Is it gonna explode? I really hope not. Ow.
Einstein!
Hey, buddy.
Where do you come from, boy?
Wait.
Didn't you bring Doc with you?
That's not right, though, because the one that he sent him with, when we lost him in the dream, if it, I forgot you can't see the air quotes that I'm doing, dream, it didn't have the Mr. Fusion on it, so, a shoe, time circuit switch, handheld tape recorder. What's on the shoe?
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't
start
seen
with
you
the
in a
least
few
obvious
months,
clue.
but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Might be one of Clara's, maybe? Can I look up? Can I look around? No? Okay, so we have the time circuit switch.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Okay, which probably is on the tape recorder.
Marty?
Oh, hey, Doc.
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Okay.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
Uh-huh.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so interestingly
Come on,
enough,
come
it
on.
seems that
Come on.
they're going to do the whole thing of having
Okay.
a hard
Where am I supposed
time
to find him now?
with all the tenses and the exactly whens and wheres.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Yeah.
Once I know when to look for Doc. I probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
Okay, so I guess there's nothing more that I can do in here. The tape recorder doesn't do anything for me. The shoe. Does the shoe do anything for me?
Nah.
Well, there's my answer. What about the notebook?
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
But I want you to check the notebook against the... Marty.
After all the trouble I went through getting this
No.
thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Okay, I guess not. Fine. Then we'll exit here and see what we can do otherwise. Maybe... Maybe there's a clue on Einstein? Come here, boy. Come here, puppy.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
You got a message for me? No? Dang. There's got to be something that I'm missing. There usually is. Maybe it... I mean, you can't look around in the DeLorean. I see that little alarm clock up there. That. But I can't do anything with it. There's nothing else in... well,
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
yeah.
Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date
Okay,
into
I get it. I get it.
the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
I'm sorry I came back in here. There's nothing in here, though. Okay, so then there's got to be something else. Something that I'm not getting. Maybe something with the notebook. Let's see. Let's go back inside, maybe? Nope, no, not in the DeLorean. Okay, good. So, if you click on something to go into it, you can exit back out of it again fairly easily by just canceling the motion. Let's see. There's gotta be something. What if I do this? No? Wait. What are you doing? What you doing, puppy? No? Man, thought you had something good for me. What about the shoe?
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
You got anything about the shoe? Actually, that does look a lot
Scott.
like Claire's
he's onto
shoe
something.
from the end of the third movie. It has that old-timey heel. Okay.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
It's the little touches like the skateboard.
How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Huh. Okay, so now I'm on the side of a street. And there's East Strickland.
Step away from the door.
Oh my.
Now, let me get a look at you.
Oh my.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans.
Look at this old and
You
crotchety
look out.
witch.
Scat.
That's just not very nice of you. Let's see. Believe I've got
Can you let
something
me
for
in?
you.
I've got something to show you.
That's a
What is
little
it?
creepy,
Let me
Marty.
see.
Let's see. This shoe. I want to show you this shoe.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh?
Yeah.
Stay there.
You recognize that shoe, don't you? That's what I thought. Oh, you've got the other shoe. I don't know. I don't know either, dear. Just sitting here holding a shoe. Okay, so...
Leave that creature outside.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry, Einstein.
Some people just don't like dogs. I don't know. She's weird. Don't mind her, boy.
Well, took you long enough.
Shut up.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
Okay.
Much better. So neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
Well, not so much of a
No,
reward as an
All I've
explanation,
got
because this is
tea
really
and
freaking weird.
candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Okay. She
Have
forgot
a
to turn the
seat,
burner
Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
on. Oh, so she's one of those old window people. Now, what in the hell am I doing here? I don't even know that this has anything to do with...
Miss Strickland,
Back to the
how about
Future
your
stuff.
tea? You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
What are they trying to spell? I don't know, but probably something obscene. Okay, what do we got in the candy bowl?
The candy looks older than I am.
Uh-huh. It probably is. Just a
Mind if I
hunch.
take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a
Yeah,
clue
we've
to
met a
finding
lot of
Doc
the
out
Biffs over
there,
the
I'm not
ages.
seeing it.
They're all
I don't
very,
even know where
very
to
awful
start
people.
looking.
Now,
Mr.
what about you?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Are you going to write a little
Yes.
ditty about it? When did you lose this
Remember
shoe?
when you lost your shoe?
It's a very good question.
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe!
Yes, the one that I'm in the freaking
My,
house
what
for.
a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
Well,
But
if
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. When was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
Okay, well now we have a
Hill Valley?
description.
Don't act
Now we need an
so
exact date.
surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know.
Oh my god, if she took any
Sin has
longer
been on
to
the
talk,
prowl
I
of
would
Hill
be her
Valley
age
since
by the
the day
time
it
she
was
got done. What's with all the newspapers?
This is my
For the love of
personal
Pete, tell me that there's
archive.
one in here that will be
I've got
pertinent to my
every issue of
search,
the Hill Valley
and then I can get
Telegraph
out of
ever
this lady's
published.
place.
out every single issue.
From 1871 to the present.
Well, there's your
Happened
indication.
In Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Also some innuendo.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Yep.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Now I
Any
could
idea
see
what
you
date
totally
that article
pestering
came
someone
out?
until they just can't get up,
Obviously, the
fight you
day
off
after
anymore.
The speakeasy burned down.
Good.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
So now, hopefully,
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex
after
on the
she finishes
ground!
prattling on, I can go search these newspapers.
Don't touch those. My newspapers are in pristine condition.
I just
and
asked you about whether or not it would be able to help me.
organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
She's living in like the 1920s. Can I?
The candy looks older than I am.
I just wanna.
Man,
What about the
she
radiator?
keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
But it's not because she. Aha. Okay, and that's how I get her out of the room. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And now I can search through the newspapers. Let's see if I can find anything quickly before she comes back.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
And there's your reference to the second movie. First movie. Well, I mean, I guess they'd kind of make him go into the
Brown
manure truck a
Mansion
bunch of
destroyed.
times.
1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded.
Brown Mansion destroyed.
All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? At
Yes,
least need
that
to
would
know
be
the
what we're
year.
trying to figure out.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development.
No?
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Okay, well, there's my first indication. I wonder how I'm supposed to do that. Going and talking to her again, maybe? I really don't want to, but I think they're gonna make me.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
Actually, that's just fine,
Yeah,
dearie.
that's
Oh, crap.
peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Okay. Well,
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
I guess that's a... Okay, here we go.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time
this is
gangsters
rather annoying.
ruled the town while
It's taking
honest
so
citizens
long to get through
waked in their
any
beds.
step of progress. Where was
Where
that
was
speakeasy?
it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
Let's see if I can
That was
eventually wrestle
ages
some sort of
ago.
information out of this
If
lady.
You're looking for bootleg
But I'm feeling
hooch.
less and less entertained
No, I'm
by
just
the
curious,
moment.
that's all. I'm a student of history.
And it was really sad too,
Student of
because when it
history,
started off, I was feeling so good about it.
Danny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
God, you are just full of
Video
piss and
store.
vinegar, aren't you?
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that
she's
disgusting
still prattling
videotape rental
on.
store squats today.
The
Okay.
video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Of course. Well.
Don't let me keep you from your
Oh,
business.
okay. So I need to look at the video store with the binoculars. See if I can find some sort of, 1932. So 1931 was when the speakeasy burned down. There it is.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when?
It's taking a good
I need a date.
10 minutes to
Don't
get
look
from
at
step
me.
A to
I'm
step
far
freaking
too
B.
old for you.
Okay. So
I told
yeah, she's
you
not
not
gonna
to
let me touch
touch
those
those.
while she's in here. So now I have to go redo the radiator trick.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Surely it is. I love her little peach wallpaper.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain.
You kind of pay attention
Legal
to
procedure
any
gave way to
little
old-fashioned
details that they
vengeance
give you
last
in
night
games
when a
that are
mob
in
descended
things that
on
are
the Hill
about time
Valley
travel
police
because you
station.
never know what's going to
The
become
suspect
pertinent
in the
later on.
Speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his.
Carl Sagan, like
It's Doc. Killed by a mob. What's the
the
date?
like the
June 14th,
physicist.
1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. I
Papers.
think I'm gonna
Sorry,
go.
Miss Strickland.
I'm gonna go.
You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
It sounds like you should be grateful to me because now I've given you something to do besides sit there and just yell at people all damn day. Okay, that might become a pertinent picture in the background there. Interesting. Okay, so now I have a year and appropriate attire and trash to go in the DeLorean and a dad to dote over
Marty!
me.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a
Didn't I
costume
tell
for
you?
a school
I got the lead in the school play.
Yeah,
We're doing-
that, yeah.
Grapes of Wrath?
Sure,
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck. Who are you playing?
Jim Casey.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Right.
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
I'm about to say, it's a time machine. I can just pop right back in to 1 second after I left. So it's all
Ready
gravy.
to go, Einstein?
Except for it never, ever, 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 ever works like that. Okay, so now turn on the time circuit switch.
On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Sure. Sounds good. Let's program in the time
If
circuits.
Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
I think you might want to give yourself more than 1 day there, Marty. Huh. I saw that date previously left flash there for a second. So now, we need to get a place that I can get up to 88. Okay. And that music made me feel all better. It's amazing how good music can just take all of your grievances away. I totally forgot about wasting 20 minutes trying to figure out some old bat's problems. Oh no, copper! You're never gonna get me, see? I am gonna get you. Oh god. Oh, somehow we have appeared right in the middle of this high-speed chase. Sorry, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. Hey. 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 Not cool, man. Oh, May 14th. Okay, so it was... I didn't catch the year, so I hope that was the right year, but I think that might have been... We might be at the right time. See the car of the future at Hill Valley Exposition. You can travel through time. And I believe that this would be pretty much very close to the spot that he parked it back in the original movies. Yeah, I for all my grievances and for all of my annoyances with it taking so damn long to develop, at least there are enough in-jokes and callbacks and through lines that it makes it worth it?
Einstein.
Question mark?
Here you go now, boy.
I think so. I think it'll make it worth it. I don't know. I'm probably going to end up playing it through on my own, just for fun. Point-click adventures tend to be a little bit more long-form, hence why this video is about 45 minutes long, and we've only just now gotten back in time to where we can actually go and find and save Doc. So, for the sake of story, I'm not going to progress too much further from here, so I'm going to say my goodbyes for now. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week when we'll have a whole cavalcade of videos coming your way, and another indie video next Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and as always, we'll see you next time.